gay people! Welcome to the 5th episode of Tell Me About Your OCs, the show where we invite artists to tell us about their original characters while we draw and yap together. My name is Cades, and I'm here with my co-host June, who has a lot of big feelings about magical girls.
It's true, I do. I love magical girls.
You are the magical girl expert, but how about vampires?
I want to be one of those things.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! June with the
those.
fangs.
I bite.
Jumping out of the corner. Well, I think you're in for a treat today then, because I am so excited to introduce the newest up-and-coming indie pilot showrunner, ᴬᵐᵃᶦᵏ. Hi, Bree. Thanks for joining us today.
Howdy, ho. Hi, everybody. My name is Bree. My pronouns are she, they. I'm a very shy, anxious, non-binary. And I've worked in animation for like almost 10 years now. Oh, God, that makes me sound so old.
And so cool. Mostly
And
makes
so
you sound so
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
With
32 is not that old.
Professional
No.
cartoon experience. Let's
Yeah.
go. Heck
And
yeah.
I've worked at studios such as like Cartoon Network, very briefly doing some freelance on Jessica's Big Little World. I was just previously at where was I previously? Oh, Disney. God, I was like, what did I do?
You were working with the mouse.
Casually
that I did.
forget.
I wish I could casually forget.
Listen, I've done a lot of things, so I'm just like, what's happening in my life? But yes, I was just recently at Disney on Sophia the First Royal Magic, and I'm currently a storyboard revisionist on the King of the Hill revival. And
Oh my God.
yeah, and I've just been around the block on the production side and the art side. In addition to that, I am also a advocacy organization founder. I founded the Black animation advocacy organization called Black and Animated, which started off as a podcast called Black and Animated Podcast with my co-creator and very dear friend and creative partner, ᴬᵐᵃᶦᶜᵃ. We're both no longer part of BNA, but we continue our advocacy in other ways. We run a podcast called Keeping You Animated, where we do kind of the same thing, where we talk about being creative as Black artists and like interview a lot of like Black independent creators and just kind of figuring out like what keeps us motivated as creators of color and keeping us like going and making our work. But in addition to that, I make indie things, and I made an indie pilot called The Three Tomes, and it's got a Kickstarter coming up for episode 2.
More three tomes.
I know, dude, we're so excited to have you with us today. Like, for all of y'all who grew up on magical girls and wizard schools and vampire romance, this is the pilot to watch, and soon it might even be a series. Bree, oh my God, when your Kickstarter's at the time of recording, it will be up. Yes, people can go and give you money for the magical cartoon.
Yes. Please donate to my Kickstarter, please.
No,
please.
let's make them
Support
real.
3 tomes with your money now.
Do it now. Oh my God, make the
Now.
Borgos real. Oh my God.
Listen, if you liked Twilight and the non-racist parts of it, and listen, I gotta be
The
honest.
little asterisk at the bottom, the non-racist parts of Twilight.
This is non-racist. If you like Twilight or the Vampire Diaries or Buffy, and you like Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, but you want to see that like very Black and a little more queer, set in the 2010s for that like cool Midwest vibes, then you might like the 3 tomes, just kind of like going back to the early 2000s, like, or the mid 2000s with the vibes for it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. It will be gay, it will be Black, and it will be magical, and you will love it. Go watch the 3 tomes. Oh my God.
This is a threat. No, I'm kidding.
This is the threat.
It will be gay and it will be Black and it will be magical.
Me pointing my wand at you. Go. Be magical.
Today's video is sponsored by Lively Island. Livlies are mysterious creatures that need special attention to thrive after being brought back to life by a chemist that wanted to study them rather than exploit them. It'll be your responsibility as a caretaker to shower them and feed them all kinds of little bugs that you can find. If you check a bug's color value, you can see how each one will affect the colors of your Lively. Or you could try giving them a potion. We'll see what happens. Livlys are full of surprises, and there are over 200 types to choose from. So getting to see how your care affects their growth is so sweet. And one of the in-game currencies is these little gems. Oh, I wonder where these come from. Oh. So these are called doo-doo. Patrick really liked it. By linking up with your in-app self, called your Hom, short for homunculus, you can have a much easier time taking care of your Livlys, visit your friends' islands, mingle with fellow owners, and decorate the island that you have together. You can adopt your first Livly when you download Lively Island on iOS and Android today. Thank you so much to Lively Island for sponsoring, and now, back to the video.
All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and get into it today. As usual, I am going to give our artists a prompt. They're both going to have 10 minutes to draw a response, and in that time, we're going to get to know Bree and the magical, mysterious world of the 3 tomes. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so in the pilot, Tammy is our cutieful protag, blessed with witchy new powers straight out of a graveyard book. I'm sure the tome is overflowing with a variety of spell work. Dangerous spells, dark spells, adorable spells. Can you please draw which one you think Tammy's most looking forward to learning?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna do it.
I'm ready.
Invent magic right now. Do it.
I want to draw Tammy.
Draw Tammy. Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
draw
Okay.
my baby.
Well, here's your little drawing canvas. If you guys want to give it a go. And in the meantime, I have a question for you, Bree. What made you want to create the 3 tomes? Like, are these characters something you were sitting on for a long time? Did you decide you wanted to make your own pilot and like develop it from there? How did we get here?
Yeah, so the 3 tomes has been with me for like a hot minute. Before it even was called that, I'm gonna be real, titles are hard, you guys, and I couldn't quite figure out what the heck to call it. Wait, can I cuss? I don't even remember.
Yes,
cuss, yeah.
You can say a
Okay.
curse. You have
Okay.
3 curses this episode.
Okay. I don't
We
want.
start
I don't
docking
want.
your pay after that.
I don't. I'm sorry. I need money. I need to eat my food. I'm sorry. But yeah, these characters have been with me for a hot minute. Like, back in like 2017, 6, 7. No, I'm kidding. I'm not funny. Don't do that. Back in like 2017, 18-ish, I did a doodle of these 2 characters, a very like tomboyish like white girl and a black girl with glasses, and it kind of just came from a frustration of that kind of trope that we see, that's like the black best friend, where they're usually like overcompensated, like they're like hyper smart, hyper nerdy, like they're only really one way. Like it was always like either you have like your super nerdy black best friend or your super sporty black best friend, but it was always like one or the other, and they were on the side. Like, I think of even though these are like fun characters, like I think about Vince from Recess, who always had like a basketball, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then and then there's AJ in Fairly Odd Parents, who's like super smart and like, again, good character, very fun, but it was just always like, I just felt like I always saw like either or, and I was kind of frustrated by it, just like in a, I don't know, just like it was just going through my brain, and then I just doodled it.
They're very one note.
Yeah, they're very one note, and then I ended up doing the doodle, and I posted it on Instagram, and I was just like, which one do you think is the main character? And that was it. I didn't really think anything else of it after that. And then several months later, I kind of went through like a Twilight rewatch, and I was just like, wow, this is bad, but I really like it. I was like, this is worse than I remember, and more racist than I remember.
When you're not 16 anymore, and you're like,
yeah, when you're not 16 or 14 or whatever, you're like, oh, Stephanie, are you okay?
Blink twice.
Like, and like it's very obvious that this is very much just like this Mormon woman's like sexy
Fantasy.
desire.
Yeah.
This is Mormon woman's
church
like,
had her by the throat.
yeah.
Yeah, literally.
This is like, you will not kiss people. You have to write about it.
What was the tent scene or whatever, where it's like Jacob and Edward or whatever, and she's like, I'm so cold.
Fighting over body heat.
Literally, I must sandwich myself between these two gorgeous men for warmth.
We all have vices. Some people drink, and some people have to write about weirdly sexually stunted romances with monsters.
Yeah, you know, and I remember the line, I think it was in that movie, I think it was in Eclipse, I think it was a movie-only line where Jacob was like, face it, Edward, I'm hotter than you, and I'm like, alright, okay, brother, alright, this guy.
You have to reuse that line in the 3 tones.
I have to. I have to have Daria say, like, face it, you guy, I'm hotter than you. And then Tammy's like, ooh.
Which of your OCs is the Edward and which is the Jacob? Tag yourself. Like.
See, I'd rather be like a Jacob, Edward, or a Bella and not a Jasper who used to be a Confederate soldier. Like,
oh,
I'm not
God.
a fan of that.
He's not allowed on the character roster.
No, he's not allowed. Mr. I do declare, like, sir, you good? Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not answering the question. But anyway,
no, that is answering the question, because it gives so much perspective of like your taste in storytelling and like what we grew up with and stuff. Because like I think you mentioned Cardcaptor Sakura at the beginning, right? And June, like you grew up on Princess Tutu and Tokyo Mew Mew, like all of these things, the Twilights and the Cardcaptors of the world. It influences the thing that you make. That's cool.
It really does, and yeah, like in my like sort of rewatch of these movies of like the Twilight Saga and even like poking my head into Hunger Games, even I never like read or watched all of those. I only saw the first movie and I was like, oh, this is distressing. But kind of like I noticed being an adult, like going back to these movies, that there were no people of color. If there were, they were very much in like just a side role, similar to kind of like, you know, that black best friend trope that I was frustrated by when I did my first doodles. And also too, I just really liked that genre of like, you know, adventure and fantasy and magic, but like I didn't see myself in it really. And then, you know, you have the magical girl element, the anime element of it all, where and again, this is all like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, this is all stuff made by Japanese people. So yeah, you're not really gonna see too many black people or characters of color in them, or if you do, it's gotten better now, but sometimes they don't they be looking kind of, you know,
you're like squints a little bit. No.
Yeah, and not every show, but like stuff like, you know, in the 80s stares at some stuff in Dragon Ball. I'm like, oh, okay.
We can
yeah. But that came from like a desire of just wanting to sort of combine these two things that were on opposite ends that I very much enjoyed. And it started out as just these doodles of those two characters, and then they were like, you know, some kids who were summoning ghosts in a graveyard and summoning a vampire kid named Greg, who's just a Murdoch Nichols clone, because I was also going through a Gorillaz rediscovery, I guess, and I was obsessed with Murdoch.
I'm S tier.
Listen, Murdoch Nichols, not husband material at all. But if you give me like an hour alone, sure.
Weekend. Give me a
weekend. A nice weekend at a cottage, sure.
Yes, amen. Jamie Hewlett knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. But yeah, like this character is just kind of like a Murdoch clone, and then everybody got older, and then there was like a romance element that I added to it. And then I realized, thinking about Twilight and thinking about Fruits Basket, because I like love triangle stuff and how it's very messy and Fruits Basket. It's like, I was like, oh man, what if I added another boy? So then one vampire boy became two vampire boys, and it just sort of grew from there a little bit and became what it is today, where it's this romantasy about witches and vampires.
Hell yeah. What if two hot vampires, and they think I'm this coolest girl in school? Hell yeah. The best.
Like, what was it in Road to El Dorado? It was like both.
Yeah.
Both is good.
Yes, both is good.
Yeah, both is good.
Oh my god. No, people, again, if you guys haven't watched the pilot, it is so darling, and there's more to come, and there's more characters you have on the way. Oh, yes. Me signing my name to the Kickstarter.
There's a guy in episode 2 that I need him.
Oh yeah, what were you calling him, June? Glasses Man? I don't know.
Glasses Man. You always call him
Are we
Glasses
allowed
Man.
to talk about him? I need him.
Are we allowed to talk about Glasses?
Hey, I'm down to talk about Glasses Man.
You know June loves the Glasses
one
Man.
of my favorites.
Who, me?
I
I don't know who gave you that information.
Where did you hear that? What told you?
Listen, the fact that you've latched onto him, June, I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Green has created a thirst trap, and you're all gonna fall into it.
I like him.
He is very gender.
He's very gender, and he's got some pretty strong eyelashes too. Oh my god.
I love when a man is a woman.
Correct. True and correct.
Listen, we love her. She is the moment. She is an icon.
Yeah.
Amen. All right. Well, that's about time for this one. Should we take a look at the art? How did we get here? Let's go look. Yay! Okay, there they are. Oh my god! There's Timmy and Sia. Timmy with her little book. Okay, who wants to go first? Bree, June. What
I can give it a whirl.
Yeah.
So I did my best. I think I ran out of time. I'm sorry. But
It's cute.
Tammy loves cheesecake, and I just think that if a girlie has access to magic and her favorite treat, she's gonna want to figure out how to just be able to summon cheesecake all the damn time.
She's so right for that. Cheesecake is expensive. She's saving herself like $12 every time she does that.
I like your answer better than mine. She's like such a sweetie little cutie pie, and I feel like Sia's probably always getting like banged up. Sia gives me like I could totally do that when they see parkour energy. So I'm just like, oh, magic healing.
No, literally though,
So cute.
Sia is like big adventures all the time, and like their dynamic is that like Sia is always kind of like the one pulling Tammy along, be like, no, let's go do this. Let's go jump off some cliffs, and Tammy's like, what?
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, you're like, I don't know about
What
that.
if we die?
Oh my god, I love how they play off each other. They're so cute. Well, that's honestly.
Tammy just like me for real.
So, amen. But that's a really good segue into our second question, because the next one's about Sia. Are you guys ready for the next drawing prompt?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay, so there is this moment where Tammy is like, ugh, why can't Sia be magic instead? And so Sia jokingly calls over like the magic book with, come here boy, good bookie, as if it were a dog. And honestly, it fully responded to that. So I want to know, how does Sia take care of this book, the tome, when Tammy is not around? Like, are they taking it for walks? Are they reading it? Like, this book clearly has a personality, so please, if you would, draw Sia and the tome doing some shenanigans for me.
This is a very cute prompt because the
You
tome
got it.
is sentient, and I love that about it because it is kind of like a creature on its own.
I love a magical creature just in the background just barking. When it sees Glasses Man.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's just like me.
The book is June.
Oh, June is the voice actor for the book. Spoilers, everyone. It's just June.
Everybody, you'll see June in the credits now. Part of Three Tomes is the book.
And June Gustin as the tome.
I'm so proud of my performance.
Well, finally, you're breaking into voice acting.
This is my breakout role at long
SAG
last.
after a baby. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay, well, for this question, in the pilot, it's implied that, like, this wasn't the first time Tammy and Sia had tried to film something spooky or haunted, but this is the first time it actually worked. How did Tammy and Sia get into doing things like ghost hunting in the first place?
So, like, as you know, a pilot kind of functions as just sort of like, well, pilots are like weird these days, right? Because like, you know, a pilot, you can have it be like your first episode and then you just kind of keep going, or it can be like like a slice of a little bit of everything,
A proof of
in order to
concept.
give, yeah, just like a concept, kind of like bringing everybody in to be like, all right, will you be on board with this? Like, what's going on? And for me, because I wasn't sure if I would be making more, I kind of had the pilot function as a bit of a slice to introduce you to multiple things to garner intrigue, right? To see if people would buy into it. Kind of like the traditional sense of like a pilot that you normally wouldn't see, that's more like a development pilot, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess it worked because a lot of people did like it. Yeah, so in the pilot, like, I did hint to, this wasn't the first time they did it, and I felt it would be better to just sort of like jump into the middle of things, where we're at our second spirit capture from the tome, not the first one, because I thought about like my first drafts of it were like a scene, the very, very first spirit capture, where we see like the spirit Ventus, like the wind spirit, that's like the bird. Like, if I had $1 bajillion and I did it and I could do it my way, the first episode would have been them capturing the spirit and everything that happened in the cold opening, the releasing all the spirits from the tome initially, and doing all of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And them getting ready to like film the spooky film, because Tammy and Sia, like, Sia's more of a sporty friend, they like adventure type stuff, but Tammy is very much introverted girly, who would rather be watching romance movies, playing the equivalent of The Sims. I call it Life Sim 2 in her bedroom. And she loves stuff like Inuyasha and vampires and zombie movies.
She's just like us for real.
She's very much that girly that wants a monster boyfriend, but now that like she's in that reality, it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Slow down, wait. Literally, wait a minute. So she's like always been kind of into sort of like spooky stuff, but she is like the type of girly that is like I mentioned, like, now that it's real, it's like, hang on a second, this is a little too much. And Sia just kind of rolls their eyes a little bit, being like, ugh, it's like you're always watching this like Twilight vampire stuff. It's like really silly. But they support it though. They support their love for it, even though they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, romance stuff. It's whatever.
Yeah. Like, it's not their thing, but because it's, you know, Tammy's thing, they're like, okay, I love that for you.
Yeah. And in my like first earlier drafts of the pilot, I would have explored that a little bit more too, just sort of how Sia is very much like, okay, whatever, not my thing, but I still support you. Like, Tammy had like a little vampire toy that she bought from a thrift store to sort of like hammer home her love for vampires, and we would have seen like Hot Boy Yogaya a little bit earlier, but I had to like kind of rearrange things for time. And also I rewatched the first episode of Fullmetal Alchemist 2003, and I really liked how that first episode was framed, where we get just a glimpse of like what happened to Edward and Alphonse when they were younger, when they were trying to bring back their... Is it spoilers for a 30-year-old?
No, it's been 20 years. If they hang out for FMA, it's on them.
I'm like, is it spoilers if I say what they were doing?
Spoilers for episode 1, they'll live.
The first 5 minutes of episode 1. Damn, Brie, you're really ruining this anime for everyone.
I know. I was just trying to be nice. Well, they're trying to bring back their dead mom. Sorry, guys. And they mess up. And then it cuts to black, and then we end up with the title screen, and now like they're older and they're doing like some mission stuff. And then it kind of, we start to hear a little bit about like, oh, what happened and how they did a taboo. And then the episode ends, and I was just like, wow, I'm gonna do that.
It's a really good setup, I feel, to open a show like that, because it gives you all the like the intrigue and like, oh shit, and then jumps into like what their life is like now, you know?
Yeah, I find that like because like you can spoon feed things to people, like and that's not bad, but I feel like some of the best like pilots I've seen usually like build that intrigue. And I'm a baby writer, like I don't claim to be like the best. This is all kind of new for me. Like, I'm a storyboard artist first, writer second, and you would think that like being a writer, that would come naturally to a board artist. But I feel like because I focus so much on like the art aspect, I'm always bringing other people's stuff to life, that I never really until recently started to figure out like the tools appropriate for writing, like how to like refine that part of the storytelling, like refining that part, and I think I kind of achieved it, but it's all just about getting better at it. So I feel like I rambled a little bit, my ADHD, because I'm neurodivergent, you guys.
Your voice is lovely.
Oh, thank you. I'll be here all weekend.
Oh my God. The theme song as sung by Brie. Yeah, no, writing, it's funny that you mentioned that, because like storyboarding is, you are literally boarding the story, but it doesn't mean that you're always writing the story. You're, putting images to somebody else's writing, usually. So to do both it's two different skill sets. That's hard. I know, June, you've been writing a lot too while we work on Prism and stuff. They're two different skill sets.
Oh yeah. Oh, completely. They both require different kinds of like problem solving, Like what helps me figure out a drawing problem does not help me figure out a writing problem. You really got to respect the different mediums, and especially when you're making something for audience consumption, it adds like a whole extra layer of like, oh, am I doing this right? Where like not just I understand it, but like is everyone else gonna get it? Is my brain normal?
No, it's not, because we're making cartoons.
I sit in my room and draw cartoons for many hours and then put it on internet and hope people like it.
And the people in my brain, they speak to me.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember, so like years and years ago, maybe a decade ago, back when CTN Expo was a thing, Craig McCracken had a panel on like storyboarding and stuff like that, and I remember going, and he had like a Q&A, and I asked him, I was like, how do you know when something is funny? Like when people are gonna, when you put your cartoon out into the world and you've been making this thing for so long, how do you know it's gonna work? Because like your cartoons are timeless. And he was like, honestly, when we are in the writer's room and like storyboarding it, we laugh. If we laugh and I can make my friends laugh, then you've done it, But it kind of is like you're locked in a box and just saying a prayer like, well, I hope people think this is funny or romantic or cute or whatever it is you're trying to express once I set it into the wild, please.
Truly, it is. Well, what is it? It's Spider-Verse. It's a leap of faith. You just gotta put it out there, and you're like, oh, no.
Actually, how long did you work on the pilot for the 3 tomes? Was this like a couple months sort of deal before it actually saw the light of YouTube, if you will?
From like me calling up my friend Waymond when I was unemployed and pregnant, because that's when we started production. I was unemployed and pregnant, and I don't know why I did it when I was pregnant.
That's a wild time to do a pilot. You're like, you know what? I've already made one baby. Why not make another? And it's a whole
literally like, I'm cooking the baby right now. Let me make another one. But from that moment to it premiering in October of 25, the dates of 25. That was about a year and a half.
Okay.
It probably would have come out sooner, but I just, because of being pregnant, I took some time off.
As you should.
Understandable.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I was like, I was like, what, 7 months pregnant? I was like, maybe I should take some time off. And then all of my friends, and then my director, Waymond, he was like, you need to take a break. Like, okay.
You tell your baby, you're like, can you wait? I'm trying to make a cartoon.
It's like, you need
this baby has to learn patience fast.
It's like, actually, you need to like just chill out. Like, I gotta do this cartoon. Like, I don't just like, can you come later?
Come back later.
come back later.
Oh my God. Well, I think that is time for this drawing. Let's go ahead and see where we landed with Sia. Oh my God. Okay, these rule. Brie and June, who wants to go first? Tell us about what Sia is doing with Bookie on their day off.
I'm laughing.
I think we had pretty similar ideas, it looks like.
I like the chips.
I assumed that Sia would be more of a disconnected babysitter and just turn that book into an iPad baby.
this is what you're gonna be in 20 years. The tome becomes an iPad.
See, like, I'm trying to remember. Did we have iPads in the 2010s? I don't think we did we?
I don't think we did. I think we had Wacom tablets, the kind that you plug into your computer, but I don't think iPads were a thing in 2010, right?
It's a magic tablet.
Shirley
don't
brought
look
it.
at me. I forgot.
You know what? It's from the Witch
Shirley brought the
world.
tablet.
Yeah, they've taken it from Shirley. This is witch technology, actually.
Yeah, that's what I meant to happen.
I just
That was
really
planned.
love the just throwing the head back with the chips being like, ah. Wait, what
Gotta
kind
get
of
all
chips
those
are they?
crumbs.
Are they Flamin' Hots? Like, what are they, Jude?
Yeah, the lime Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Ooh,
fuck
the
yeah, let's
lime
go.
Flamin' Hot, let's go.
Those are also from the witch world.
I feel like Sia would be crazy enough to, like, add, like, extra hot sauce.
Which is like a little
Some
bit of Tabasco
sriracha
or
for
something.
flavoring.
Yeah.
Just put some sriracha in there. Jesus.
Hell yeah. All right, Bree, what about yours? Again, same brain cell. They're just vibing on the couch. But
Similar brain cells. Just listen, Sia's not really trying to do all that much with this thing. Because it is a little weird, and it's like, you want to watch some like sports on TV and they're just chilling, da bears. Let's go bears.
I'm imagining Tammy coming back after babysitting and like, oh, where's my tome? And opens it up like, hey, how have you been? And then there's like popcorn inside. Just like, see ya.
A kernel falls out.
It's just shaking it
Stop
all the
trying to
crumbs.
feed
Like,
my
what the heck?
The image of like the spirit has changed and the wind spirit's eating popcorn in the book. It's just like, Tammy's just like, that wasn't there before. What the heck?
See
No, I
ya.
didn't-
Popcorn grease is bad for paper.
It's like, I didn't know they could do that. Like, they can eat that? Huh. This is now canon now, guys. Thanks. I'm going to put that in the show.
That's it. Episode 2. If it gets funded, actually, stretch goal, we feed popcorn to the spirits.
As the official voice of the tome, I declare this canon.
The official tome voice has spoken, you guys. You gotta make
That's
sure
me.
you pledge, and we have to feed the tome spirits. If you don't pledge,
Please
they
feed me.
can't eat.
They'll go hungry. It's like those, what is it?
Feed me, Seymour.
In the arms of the angels, like pet commercials, the spirits are starving.
The single tear.
I stare up at you with my big bookish eyes.
Your big bookish eyes? Are your eyes shaped like books?
I want your boiling water. Give it to me. Yum yum.
Okay, I'm taking us to the next question. All right, y'all. Jeez, I gotta breathe. Okay, so number 3. Shirley, it's
Girly pop.
Girly pop, our favorite girly pop. Okay, so it's super clear that Shirley is a big fan of Earth media. She loves a burn book. She loves a singing, dancing, well-choreographed basketball team, and to be honest, she's not wrong. Shirley's got her finger on the pulse of human pop culture. So, please, would you draw Shirley in what she thinks is Earth's most popular fashion? What is
I've
she
been
wearing?
waiting for this one. I'm ready.
I love 2010. I love 2010. And then the question is going to be, what kind of media does the witch world have? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about how the magical world Shirley's from compares to the one that Tammy and Sia live in?
Yeah, so I've thought a lot about this, and the witch world has like a lot of similar media, but it's just all like kind of like inverted in like a weird, silly, like witchy way. Like there was a I'm in a Discord server with some friends who are also other indie creators, and they have this little channel called like OC prompts, and it's just sort of like help us with writing development things as we go along, and it's just kind of like, you know, fun like scenarios things, and one of them was like, what kind of drinks would they have? And there was and there was another one that was like, what kind of like TV shows would your characters watch? And for me, I think I put for Shirley that like a popular drink that she likes is this sort of like a dragon scale drink that's very similar to like a mocha frappuccino, but it like makes your like face sparkle.
What? Wait, like, oh, go ahead,
me?
Jen. Sorry.
But I just want one.
You would absolutely do face sparkles. I've seen like the sparkle freckles, you know, like in makeup stores. That's
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just like little cute stuff like that. Or if they have TV shows, it would be kind of like a weird equivalent to like what we have, where it's like America's Next Top Model, but it would be America. It would be like the next top witch, and just them like doing performing like different like entertainment type spells instead. Shirley is a little bit of she like kind of sticks her nose up at it because she's studied American, or I keep saying American specifically, but like human pop culture things, and she's like, well, actually, if it was like the human world, it would be like this, and actually you should be doing these things, and we need our own Simon Cowell, okay?
Oh my god.
So she's just very like particular about it, and everybody around her is like, why do you care so much?
Who's gonna be the Simon Cowell for spell casting with the stars? We need to know.
Oh, who's gonna be it?
Oh wait, do you have one? Because that would be so fun, actually.
Well, there is like a character that like a witch's council that I have not introduced yet in the pilot, but we will see a little bit more of them as we go along. And one of the people on the witches council is very in tune with the witches idol contest, so
Oh my god, there's
Wait,
witch
that sounds
idol
cute.
content?
and all of the witches council are beautiful sapphic divas, and we love them.
Yeah! Fucking go!
June,
The tome is barking really loud today, guys.
June screamed so loud their mic cut out. She's like, eviscerated.
I'm sorry, I'm normal, I'm composed.
Shirley's a sapphic girly herself too.
Yeah, I love
The
her,
tome is
my queen.
canonically sapphic, guys. You heard it here first. You heard it here
True,
first, gay
true.
people.
As the official tome, that is true.
That is, yeah.
But yeah, like the magical world definitely is just kind of like a inversion of a lot of the stuff that we would have. But because it's inverted and everything's super magical, and like obviously like Shirley being a magic girly herself, like she loves that stuff, but there's just something about the mundane that fascinates her. And because it's just so weird and different, so that's why she just loves human pop culture and loves consuming it through movies, because she's never really had that before. And she's an only child. She doesn't have any siblings, and that's partially why she takes a liking to our very favorite non-binary friend Sia, and finds them very alluring and very interesting, even though Sia feels insecure about not being magical in comparison to Tammy. Because like, sorry, not to get into like character relationships a little bit, but
No, do it. Tell us. We love character relationships.
Like Tammy and Sia very much are like they are a pair, and they used to date actually, but I just hint bisexuality is valid, you guys, and I wanted to showcase that people could still be friends even if they did used to date. And because sometimes it's like, oh, I like you, but maybe we should just be friends. But even so, like Sia very much is kind of like Tammy's knight in shining armor in a lot of ways. They protect her a lot, and they help. They want to see her succeed and want to see her grow. And Tammy is very reliant on Sia, maybe a little too codependent, which is a thing that you want to talk about sometimes. And Sia starts to feel a little insecure about not being magical in relationship to Tammy, but Shirley finds Sia very just intriguing, very fascinating, and thinks that they are magical in their own way. because they try so hard, even though they don't have powers.
Yeah.
And Shirley's very like smitten with Sia because of that.
Oh.
And I think it's just very sweet.
It is very cute.
It's cutie pie.
Yeah, they're sweetie pies.
It's very coming of age. You know, like when you're a teenager and you're figuring all of that stuff out, right? Like, I think that's something that, you know, for us as adults, you can look back and relate to growing up. And then for people who are young adults now or teenagers or whatever, it's like, that's a really common experience, actually. You know, you date your bestie and then you realize, they're better off as bestie.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, like, Shirley's just very dear to me because she's named in honor of my grandmother, who passed away in the pilot at the very, very to the end. I have a dedication to my grandmother, Shirley Ann Williams. And she was somebody that she was like a best friend to me. That woman literally like looked after me almost second to my own mom. And because I grew up in a single parent home and my granny was always there for me. And it was very important to me to have Shirley be like a darker skin, kind of bigger gal, and to be the sort of, like, she's technically younger than Tammy and Sia, but just by a year. She's 16, where the other two are 17, and she has this air of like always trying to prove herself, and is the self-appointed leader of the group. But I just really wanted to showcase a very a dark-skinned black girl who's very girly, because to like showcase that, you know, that black women and femmes can be like soft and gentle too.
Yeah.
It's a
your
beautiful
grandma would be
tribute.
so proud. Yeah. And she's so girly pop. That's so important, and people are gonna be really excited to see her all decked out.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Oh, I remember when I was looking at your Instagram, actually, you were doing a Q&A a while back, and someone, I think, submitted a question that was literally like, why is she British or something?
You can't just ask someone why they're British.
Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, Instagram is like really fun for doing like character Q&A prompts because it's very interactive, and it's a good way for people to see like the characters' personalities outside the pilot, in addition to like the little comics that I make and little like animatic things that myself or like people on my crew will make of them. And yeah, somebody asked like, why are you British? And I had Shirley respond as, what's British? I'm a witch.
She's British. She's not British. Goddamn, get it right.
Like, you can't, like, literally, you can't ask somebody that. And I think her being British just sort of came from the Miss Mold, and how it came from Miss Mold, and just sort of the shorthand of like witches and wizardry, but kind of taking it back from Miss Mold, because I keep calling her Miss Mold. I'm just
that's her
That's
name.
kind of
That's
beautiful.
her legal name.
That's beautiful.
She's out here calling everyone else by their birth legal name. We're gonna call her by her birth legal name.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction. Yeah, so I think I wanted the familiarity of it, but also to like kind of take it back from Miss Mold, because she's really like the main thing that a lot of us have grew up with in terms of like magic. So I was like, all right, this is mine now.
Take back wizard school. It belongs to Shirley now.
It belongs to Shirley now. He's like, look at me, I am the captain
right.
now. I am the captain.
She is the self-appointed leader of Britain now.
She's 100% that Brit.
Stop. Oh my god.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Well, that's perfect timing, because that's 10 minutes. Well, let's take a look at what Britain dresses like.
What Britain
All right. June or Bree, who wants to go first?
I'm loving June's right now. Like, this is very this is what I want.
I can explain it with this one simple image. Ooh, boop, 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 boop.
This is everything I've wanted. Yes. Ashley Tisdale is black and a wizard now and a cartoon girl. This is correct.
I was thinking, like, well, she's just so caught up on her research. Why wouldn't she be researching the red carpet looks? And, like, why
Princess
wouldn't
Diaries too,
she just
baby.
assume that Sharpay Evans knows what she's talking about with fashion, so.
She does. She is the expert. Canonically,
Listen,
the most
Ʃarpei is one of her
fashionable
favorites,
girl.
okay? Ʃarpei is one of her favorites, canonically.
Yeah! Let's go.
Truly, this is like what girls I knew in high school were. This is what I was wearing in high school.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Dude, the
You know,
layered,
the card,
like,
you got
long
the
sleeve
little
with the tank
tee.
top?
Yeah, the tank top, and then the layers, the little the oh my god, why am
Feather
I
boa?
blanking on words?
Feather boa?
Not the feather boa. I was blanking
The
on
sleep mask?
Like the scarf?
the bracelet, like the little.
Oh,
string.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That was always like a very popular thing because they were like in like shapes of animals, right? Even though you couldn't really tell.
The
that it
silly
was an
bands.
animal.
Like, yeah,
The
the
silly
bands.
bands.
Guys, I think we have to bring back silly bands and feather boas at the same time.
The same
And-
time? Ambitious.
And bring back the UGG boots. Like that's why I put her in UGGs.
Yeah, I
my
love that you
God,
just wrote it on her boot.
So you know, I needed people to know.
Famous branding. Ugh.
This podcast is not sponsored by UGG. I don't know. Give us
Oh yeah,
some money.
editor, bleep that out. They're not paying us for this. No free promo.
Brie, I love that
Unless-
yours has such like Hot Topic, My Chemical Romance concert vibes. This is like Hot Topic versus Claire's in the same image. I love it.
Oh my god, Claire's. Yes. Listen, it's the two sides of the research. You gotta be the Claire girly or the Hot Topic girly. And Shirley's closet consists of both. You know, she can like switch it up on a given day. And I feel like she is a consumer of My Chem and Miss Avril Lavigne, you know, skater boy vibes.
That's
Girly
right.
Shirley after consuming Gerard Way.
Put Gerard back. No, I'm kidding.
Shirley is the two genders, Hot Topic and Claire's. Okay.
Listen, I think when you're a cool lesbian teen, you should be able to dress in both ways, Hot Topic and Claire's.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Editor, add a clink sound. We're clinking our glasses together. They're all Shirley Temples, by the way.
Oh hell yeah!
That's right.
Who
that's
let a
right.
book drink that?
The book is in the background.
The book is just drunk, and it's like they're all concerned. Like, wait, is the book allowed to have alcohol? Like, how old is it?
Book goes, I can stop whenever I want.
It hiccups and a little pink bubble comes out. Oh my god. Okay, well, that'll bring us to prompt number 4.
Yippee.
So we're getting into the boys. It's the boys' turn. You guys ready?
Ugh, men.
Back. The boys are back.
Boys
So-
are back in town. Sorry.
We meet Darius near the end of the pilot. Where
That's my
son.
That's right, that is your son. And we are treated to a gorgeous anime glamour shot of him seeing Tammy for the first time. So, I'm willing to bet money that boy went home, wrote in his silly little vampire diary, and then drew a bunch of sparkly Bishojo headshots of Tammy like any decent love-stricken teen vampire would. Obviously, canonical. So, Brie, will you please draw for us Bishojo Tammy? And June, could you please do Bishonen Darius?
Yes, I will. Yes,
I'm
I will.
excited for this.
Draw manga right now.
Anime.
Doing sick.
Anime! The power of God in anime, go. And
Power
for
of
this-
God and anime on my side.
That was pretty good, actually.
That video was actually you, June.
It was. June has done all these voices. They just haven't been credited yet, okay?
My first credit is the tome. I'd like to thank Brie for giving me this opportunity.
And then God and anime.
And those as well.
That's right. So, for this question, we know that Darius is actually one of the 2 love interests in the series. And since all of us grew up on that magical girl genre, anime, fantasy book series type of vibes, I'm curious, what characters and media influenced Darius's design and personality, Brie?
Oh, I'm so ready to talk about my son.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Tell us about the boy.
So this boy is very near and dear to me, and I don't have favorites. I'm not supposed to have favorites. I like them both. But this is my son. They're both my son. Anyway, but Darius, he was very heavily influenced by Kyosoma from Fruits Basket.
Hell yeah.
That was like when I was thinking about like love triangle stuff and just the type of boys that I was like fawning over in my budding bisexualness as a teen, before I started to realize like, man, I really like Sailor Uranus as well, and I don't know if I want to be them, if I want to kiss them. I don't know what these feelings are. As far as the boys went, Kyo was definitely my favorite between Yuki and Kyo. Like, Yuki was alright, he was nice, but Kyo was like, he had a little spice to him, you know. He was like a little angry sometimes, but it's like, oh, tortured soul. Sorry.
Torture him. Torture your teenage boy protag.
And as an adult, Louis de Poindulac from Interview with the Vampire, specifically the AMC version, not the depressed Brad Pitt in the movie. Even though that movie was alright, it was very it was a product of the time, being like, wow, this movie is super queer, but they can't do anything about it.
It's hush queer. It's
hush queer.
Queerness.
But now in like the AMC series, it's like, no, the queerness is not subtext.
Yes.
It is the text. It is there.
Is here.
It's in your face. Louis is kissing Lestat, booty out, everything, and it's great.
If his booty don't stick out, is it really gay? Like, literally,
I need to see the booty out.
And that's why I designed caked up protag. That's the recipe for a vampire boy. Fangs and some cake.
But Louis and Kyo were very much the kind of like the main influences from like adult me, and then from what I like as an adult, and then from what I like as like what I think about as a teenager, because I was thinking about these male characters that I gravitated to that were very much like conflicted about who they were and what they wanted to do. And it's also very funny because I've never seen, well, now I have, but before I made the 3 tomes, I had never actually watched The Vampire Diaries. I had a lot of people tell me that Darius and Yogaya reminded them of Damon and Stefan, and I was like, who the fuck is that?
What are you talking about?
I was like, who is that? But then I recently started watching it, and I was like, oh, I see now. I see it. And then I went on a Buffy rewatch, and I was like, oh, Angel and Spike. Okay.
This is research. This is official animation research that you have to do.
This is research. But like kind of going back to Kyo and Louis, like Louis de Poindulac in Interview with the Vampire, he doesn't really like his vampirism at the start. He is closeted, and I mean, Darius doesn't have that issue. Darius is very open about his bisexuality, but Louis in Interview with the Vampire, he's closeted and is not very open about his queer identity, and he you know, vampirism sometimes is like a metaphor for that kind of thing. And in the books and in the TV show, and in the film as well, he is very like resentful of becoming a vampire after like getting a taste of it at first. Like, it's alluring for a minute, but then it's like, wait a minute, I can't do certain things, I can't age, the people I love, like I'm going to lose them, like I'm going to be living forever and they're going to just like die off, and I'm not going to be around them anymore. All I have is my companion Lestat, who I do adore, but at the same time, like, there are the other things that are going on in my life that I'm losing. And thinking back to Twilight, Edward Cullen has a very similar thing as well. Again, Stephanie was kind of wildin' with something she was doing in that, but I find Edward's reluctancy and his reluctancy to embrace like the fullness of his vampirism very interesting. And it's very funny because I find that all these like characters, Stefan from Vampire Diaries, Angel in Buffy, Edward, like they all kind of go back to Louis and Lestat because they were like the progenitor of like this sort of like vampirism on opposite ends kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you see that reflected in all of these other vampire media that followed. So like Bram laid the template for like vampire lore with Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? And then I kind of feel like, maybe other people feel differently, but for me, Anne Rice kind of like laid the groundwork for like the opposite ends of the monster boyfriend kind of thing going on, specifically when it came to vampirism, which is just very interesting.
Loves a tragic monster boyfriend. They're so fun. Make me
Yeah.
sad.
And Darius definitely is sort of like tragic because he, without like revealing too much, Darius, because I found like the whole like thing with Louis very compelling, Darius is very reserved and very much doesn't really want to be here, and you can kind of see glimpses of that in the pilot where he seems very reluctant to hurt Tammy and the gang. He's like, oh, like, can we just take the book and go? But he's very smitten with Tammy because it's like, oh, who's this cutie? Like, what's going on here? And I've wanted to just sort of have this male character who didn't really want to fully like give into like the dark gift, and he is on the opposite end of Yogaya, because like Yogaya is like, man, vampirism is super cool, but Darius is like, no, it's not, but I want to still try to like keep a little bit of my humanity, you know? And change is something that is like prevalent within this story, like change and growth and being okay with people in your life coming and going. And Darius sort of embodies the question of, hey, should you accept change, and that's okay, whereas Yogaya embodies the question of, no, you shouldn't accept that, you should try to be things should stay the same and be still. So vampirism versus non-vampirism, you know? And like Tammy has sort of like answered that question for herself, because she's dealing with like her status quo changing in her life, with her grandfather passing, getting magic powers now, and also not knowing what she wants to do in the future, because like so many things are like happening to her. Oh, that was heavy. Sorry.
No, without spoiling it, right? Because like our hope is that we get a whole series, right?
Yes.
Do you have an end game for Tammy, Darius, and Yogaya? Do you have like I'll just say end game. I don't want to say ship you're gonna land on, because maybe they're a poly threesome. We don't know. Like, do you have a ending for them in mind? Yeah.
I do. I have an ending in mind, and all I will say is that I will say that, like, you know, this is a bi for bi relationship. Darius is bi, Tammy is bi, Yogaya is pansexual, and so all these characters aren't queer. It's just that like I'm trying to showcase the validity of like queerness doesn't go away even if you're in a what some people would consider a hetero presenting relationship, because like, yeah, as I mentioned, I'm non-binary, but and I use she they. Sometimes I'm feeling a little girly girl, sometimes I'm feeling a little nothing, sometimes I'm feeling a little boyish. Some gender's not real, it's whatever. Yeah. I'm a bean, I'm here. But I'm also bisexual, but I'm married to a man and I have a baby. And as a bi non-binary, sometimes I feel a little invisible, like my queerness isn't present enough for some people, because there is a lot of biphobia online that I've noticed, and it kind of bums me out. I didn't know it was so aggressive, if I'm gonna be honest. But I wanted to sort of like showcase for like, I guess I was thinking about the younger me who didn't quite know that they were queer, but knew that there was something going on, and to like show that, hey, like it's okay, like even if you do, if you speaking on binaries, even if you are with somebody of the opposite gender or whatever, your queerness doesn't really go away. So
yeah, it's not
my
invalid.
Yeah,
it's not invalid because you got into a relationship or because you wore a dress one day and pants the next, you know?
People's outside perception of you does not define your queerness or your identity in any way whatsoever.
Absolutely. And even though I'm at the age of 32, like I'm still trying to feel confident in my queerness, because my anxiety is very high, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, am I not good enough? I don't know. But I gotta shut that off, you know? And I hope that like with the 3 tomes, like people can kind of be like, oh, you know, queerness looks different for a lot of people, and that's okay. And that's kind of why I have this it's not a full spectrum, but a spectrum of like different queer identities presented here, you know? And kind of going back to like the three of them being, Bai and Pan, I do have an end game, and I will. All I can say really is that all three of them are very fond of each other, but I can't say any more.
Me
than that.
smiling so big. And, the way I want to ask so much more, but like we want this to get made, so y'all are gonna have to back and stick around. So let's put a lid on this here and take a look at the art we made. Oh my god! They're so cutie pie anime!
Jesus Christ.
Just what they always look like to me. They're beautiful.
Yes, the show is gonna look like this. Everyone has shoujo eyes, and there's bubbles and sparkles everywhere at all times.
This is what Tammy looks like if you take her glasses off. Stop being little bean eyes. She gets big old sparkly shoujo eyes.
Dude, that would be so fun though, because the little cartoon dot eyes are so endearing. But imagine, she takes them off, and it's just like, boom, lashes, sparkly.
This is what Darius sees every time he looks at her.
Oh
my god.
You just hear like you hear that music from Sailor Moon when Uranus and Neptune show up, the doo doo doo, like every time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, you guys want to talk about your art really quick? Because again, it's drawn from the perspective of Darius drew Tammy and Tammy drew Darius. Who wants to go first?
I just kind of drew pretty Darius, I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to draw him pretty. He's already pretty, but you know what I mean.
He says, "Welcome to the Vampire Host Club."
See, I was truly thinking about like if this was like his perspective and like the Sailor Moon music playing, and maybe him getting teased for it, because it's like you need to lock in, bro. You're supposed to be on the bad guy side.
You're supposed to be evil. What the
You're
heck?
supposed to be evil. What are you doing? What if your brother finds this? He's gonna be like, cut that out.
Can't a guy lock in on love? What's so wrong with that?
Can you lock? All right. Don't quit your day job, Jude. All right.
Oh my god, I love these. These are so fucking cute. All right. Well, we got one more boy before we're gonna end the episode. Are you guys? ready to talk
other
about
son.
Yogaya?
Yeah. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Yogaya.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh!
You know when you're like in grade school or whatever, and the teacher is reading off roll call? Imagine they get to Yogaya and they're like, Yu-Gi-Oh! His head
Yogurt.
in his hands. Yogurt, not my son.
Yogurt. Not what I'm called.
Please, can someone like intentionally mispronounce his name to just kind of egg him on and be like, oh yeah, and that's yogurt? He's like, what the fuck?
I do have a recording of Tammy, Darius, and Yogaya's voice actors, Corey Wilder, Noah Bellachu, and the Kyle Porter, kind of ad-libbing like an ice cream date between the three of them. And Yogaya and Darius are like arguing over who's gonna buy Tammy ice cream, and like being like, no, she wants this flavor. Like, clearly I know her better, she wants this flavor. And then Corey pronounced Yogaya's name wrong, but then I was like, you know, it's just gonna be canon now that he says it wrong to like bother him.
Yeah, on purpose.
Just to piss him off.
She just does it on purpose.
I feel like it should change every time. He mispronounces it differently each time he says it.
Yogala, yogurt, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
You guy.
You guy. Not that guy, you guy.
Sia definitely would, because Sia doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Sia said, it's disrespect time.
Disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully,
yogurt.
It has to be Sia, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, so last but not least, our final character, Yogaya Yogurt Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugai, vampire anti-hero. Yes, please, thank you.
I love that guy.
Now, we first meet him in the daylight, where he's holding the iconic red umbrella, only to later find out that he too is a vampire. Now, I can only imagine the amount of sunscreen Yogaya goes through, so I want to see what this twink has in his bathroom cabinet. Please draw Yogaya's skincare routine.
You got it.
I'm crying.
You got it. You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
You got
I'm
it.
crying.
All right. Well, for our final question, while you guys are doodling along, Bree, what are your hopes and dreams for the 3 tomes in the long run? Like, we've got the Kickstarter. It's for episode 2. What does the future look like for the 3 tomes?
With $1 bajillion.
Yes.
With $1 bajillion
dollars.
My hopes, honestly, for it is that I can just touch the hearts of other young Black tweens and teens, and I guess young adults too. Well, yeah, not I guess young adults. Like, it is a YA, so yes, young adults that I guess we're like me, you know, like suburban Black kids that were into this kind of stuff but never really saw themselves. But even not like suburban Black kids, just Black kids in general. I keep saying kids, Black kids, teens, tweens, and young adults that are into kind of like fantasy and like anime and like magical girl stuff, and just, you know, that were like me and like were looking at it and really enjoyed this stuff but didn't see themselves represented, but really wanted to take part in discussions and like imagine themselves and drew the fan art. And because, like, you know, we're always, when we get Black characters in movies or in TV shows that are in like fantasy or whatever, there's always this question of like, why are they Black if it's a fantasy thing? Like, that doesn't make sense. Or like, oh, like a mermaid, like technically because of the fluorescence or whatever.
Oh my god,
crap.
not the fucking fluorescence. Yeah.
There was some argument somebody made, I saw, that was like, well, technically they wouldn't be Black, they'd be see-through because if you're under the ocean and da-da-da. And I'm like, who cares?
The way they're so ready to accept see-through skin and fish-like, but they can't imagine Black people being a magical fish person. Like, come on.
Like, it's absolutely ridiculous that like you bend over backwards to just prove why somebody can't be Black in a fantasy. Or even like when Rings of Power came out, like whatever people think about Rings of Power, whether it's good or bad, I remember there was just a big uproar about like the dwarves being Black, or a couple of dwarves being Black, and I was just like, who cares?
Yeah, it's
fantasy. It's not real. It doesn't matter.
If you can believe in dragons, you can believe in Black people. I said what I said. Like, come on.
Literally. And that's kind of like, yeah, just like what my dreams are for it, is that like the 3 tomes can be in the sort of like pantheon of fantasy that people can look to be like, wow, like I see myself, and this is the kind of stuff that I wish I had when I was younger. Or even for people who are young, it'll like inspire them to want to create their own stuff. And just for me personally, it's kind of healing, as I mentioned, because this is the type of thing that I wanted to see growing up, and I'm able to just tell this story. And the fact that it even exists is crazy, because like it wouldn't be possible without my friend Waymond, without my entire crew. Like I mentioned earlier, I was unemployed and I was pregnant, and I was just feeling like really sad and kind of depressed because I was going through some personal stuff that was happening, and also just seeing all the cancellations and mergers of TV shows and like mergers of studios. And you know, it wasn't lost on me that all of the Black and brown shows and queer shows were always the first ones to go.
Yeah. And
it just really, really bummed me out, to the point where I was like, you know what? And I called Waymond up and I said, you want to just make something? You know, that script that I wrote, like, will you direct it for me? Because as I mentioned, I'm a storyboard revisionist professionally. I've never been a director. So my friend Waymond, he's a director professionally. And as a director, he can see stuff that I necessarily can't. And I've felt that it was important to have him along, because like I always feel like I'm my best creative self when I work with him, and it really, really shows how, you know, working collaboratively like really helped make this possible. Like, I know that there are people who can do it all by themselves. Like one of my really good friends, Kiana, like she did her pilot like by herself. But for like me personally, like I have a lot going on where I need a team of people, and I know that there are things that I can do really well, but then there are other things that I can't. Like, I'm not really like an action person. So I reached out to friends who were really good action board artists that could do certain things, or people who were good at editing, like my friend Man of 1,000 Thoughts, who's a YouTuber, very, very awesome editor. And I just really want to be able to continue to tell this story about this like kind of shy queer black girly who, you know, lives in the Midwest, and to just kind of showcase a different type of blackness as well, because there are shows like Craig of the Creek, right, where we see black kids in the suburbs, but there's not too many of those. And being black, you know, there's different ways to be black. We are not a monolith. You know, there are like your black people that live in the hood, black people who are like more higher socioeconomic status, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like that was about rich black people in California, and meeting their kind of like lower socioeconomic nephew, and like, you know, just living with that, or even like middle class black folks like Craig of the Creek. And I kind of felt like it's interesting as a black kid who grew up in the burbs in like a predominantly white area to also kind of showcase like what that is like and what that does to you, just kind of like being in that environment. And again, part of the, you know, not seeing yourself represented in different ways. So yeah, I don't know, I'm being very rambly. It's just
no, I think honestly, I think the timing could not be better, right? Because you talked about being sad with all of the mergers and the closing of studios. Like so many of our peers, we watched the art industry, animation kind of crumble around us here in California, right? Which ripples outward. But amongst the rubble, if you will, there's still so much talent and so many artists making wonderful things. So like, I feel like, again, the timing just couldn't be better. You're like, okay, if the studio's not gonna make it, I got time and I got friends. Why don't I just make the thing that lives in my heart and the kind of characters that I want to see, and ain't no Mickey Mouse or studio executive is gonna tell me no.
Right. And like one of my friends who's also creative, he has a queer audio drama called Project Super Crush that you should all check out.
Yes!
Joshua
Oh my god,
David King,
it's on my list. It's on my list.
Who also voices Glasses Man.
And
wait, oh!
Blocks out Glasses Man?
He's like, what, glasses?
Or their Rainbow Unicorn Cookie also, right? From
Yes,
Cookie, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Cream Unicorn Cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Cookie
Josh has
Run.
another cookie as well, but I don't know which one. But I think Cream Unicorn is the more popular cookie that they are. But Josh recently asked me a question that kind of sticks in my heart and that I'm trying to remember. It's like, what is your why for why you're making the thing that you're doing, right? And I talked about it a little bit earlier, but the why for the 3 tomes is for the me that didn't feel represented when I was younger. And I really hope I can touch the hearts of other young black folks who enjoy fantasy, that they can see themselves and know that like they belong. They can know that, you know, there's a phrase of somebody who was a fan of the pilot that said, you know, black kids deserve to go to Narnia, and that very much encompasses my how I feel about it fully, that we belong in fantasy, and like we are able to be magical, to be whimsical, we are able to be all kinds of things, and just seeing black identity in these fantastical ways is just so important to me.
That's beautiful. Yes, let's send them to Narnia. We're buying tickets. Go back and get started now. Let's go. Oh my god. It's been such a treat having you, Bree, because it's everything you just said encompasses how we feel about art and making things and why we're making it and who we're making it for. And I think there is going to be so many people and young black kids and young black adults and all kinds of adults too, because like here we are so excited for your really fun indie pilot. I think people are going to be excited. I think the world is ready for this, and who knows where it'll be in 5 years, right? Like, I can't wait for indie to take off, and I feel like you're one of the people who's kind of leading the charge, right? Because we got to speak to Kiana as well. Pretty pleased. I don't want to be a magical girl. There's so much good stuff happening, and now is your time. Now is the time for this cool stuff. Let's, like, oh my god.
It is time.
Yes. Black, magical, vampires, co-signed. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh my god. Well, actually, I think that's time in terms of our last question. So let's wrap it up with the final artwork and our
Mr. Yogurt.
send-off.
Yogurt.
Tell us about Yogurt. We've given him some
screaming.
sunscreen so he's not crispy.
Why is he putting all that yogurt on his face?
Yes. That's it.
No, I should have done something with yogurt.
No. Oh my
I just
god.
went for a bit.
Imagine Sia's like, yeah, this is how you stop being sunburned in the human world. And he's like, okay. He's just rubbing Greek yogurt all over his skin.
Why am I so sticky?
I like that you wrote for Tammy, she's like, you really don't need to educate me on moisture.
He really doesn't.
She's like, I literally, I've been here. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm like, yo, guy, I don't think you realize that the girl you like is black, so she knows what good moisturizer is. She's fine.
I live here. It's fine.
Like, I live here.
Oh my god. All right. June, you want to go first then?
I just went with a bit.
That's
it.
We moisturize him. We gave him some SPF 1000.
1000, yes.
He's good.
SPF 1000 is crazy.
Keep him safe.
He needs it. He's sensitive.
What about you, Bree?
Ooh, you know what? I forgot to mention. I just like jumped into the question, but like, it's super funny that this is a question this was a prompt because this is like canon technically to the lore that vampires do put on sunscreen in order to go out about the day. because I watched things that influenced me, the Blade movie with Wesley Snipes, and the very first one, Deacon Frost, who's like the bad boy, like evil vampire guy, he there's a moment where he and Blade are like having like a standoff because he's got like this little girl as like a hostage to make sure that he can like talk to Blade. And Blade says like, your mascara's running or something, and he's like making fun of him, but it's because he's wearing a bunch of sunscreen to be out in the day so he can like have his like I'm evil conversation with Blade, because like Blade doesn't need it. Like, yes, he is he's a black man, so he has more melanin, but he also is a daywalker. He's half vampire, so Blade can just be out in the sun, it don't matter. But Deacon, he's like, no, I gotta lather this on my body.
I feel like it almost makes him less intimidating if it's just dripping and they're like, he's like, yes, I'm prepared for battle. Like, okay.
You look a little white.
You just start slipping and sliding in the middle of a fight.
You can't catch me. Swoop.
He just trips. Oh my god, hell yeah. Well, I believe that wraps it up for today's episode, Bree. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Bree.
We have loved having you, dude. Yeah, oh my god.
I'm truly grateful to you both, to you and to your team, and it just really means a lot to me to be able to talk about these little guys with you, because I consider myself a pretty small creator. Like, yeah, I worked in the industry, but like I'm still trying to, talk about the 3 tomes and share it with people. At the time of recording, we're sitting at like almost 60,000 views, and I know that like numbers don't necessarily mean things, and it'll reach who it reaches, and that's what's important. But sometimes I get a little discouraged, thinking like, damn, like do people like these guys? Like, I don't even know. But then I get, fan art, and then, I talk to folks like you, and everybody's excited about it, and it just sort of it brings up that why again. Like, why am I making this, to touch the hearts of people, and seeing people sort of like talk back to me and like contextualize the feelings that I have about it, and they have those same feelings, and it's a very gratifying thing to know that the story that you're telling is reaching people and touching their hearts. So
it's human connection.
Truly, like, sorry, I'm trying to cry. Thank you both. Truly, like I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And everyone watching is going to click off of this video as soon as it's over and go watch 3 tomes and then support the next episode on Kickstarter, right? You promise? Everyone, you promise? You promise?
Yeah, and when you guys do too, remember, like, all of these big studios have dissolved, have laid people off, but these are real artists in your community making really cool shit. And when you take that money and you give it to them instead of the Disney store, we get cool stuff like the 3 tomes. So please go support Bree and their amazing project. We will put it up on the screen so you can go watch it, you can go visit. And Bree, what's your social media? Where can the people find you?
The people can find me at the 3 tomes on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Tumblr, and on Twitter if you're still on that hell site. And if you want my like personal socials, you can just find me at @brianimator on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Twitter. And my YouTube is just at @brianimator, so that's where like the pilot and a lot of the comic dubs and everything lives. And even though I'm saying all this, you will go to the description and you'll see the links there, right? You'll click that.
You're going right now. Promise?
You're going right now, right?
That's right, we're doing it. All right, gay people, thank you again for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks for the Kickstarter. Thank you.
Thank you so much to everyone for watching this episode. Thank you so much to Bree for coming on. As a reminder, of course, their Kickstarter for episode 2 is going on currently. That will be in the description, in the comment section. Please check it out. Please support this project. Would mean the world to us. And one more funny late-stage announcement. We are actually giving Tomeo its own dedicated channel. This is the last episode that will be posted to this main channel. We are going to start trying to post monthly on the other channel, and all of the Tomeo episodes will be over there in the future. So if you're interested in more Tomeo, please subscribe to that channel. If you're interested in helping with production, to make it so that we can keep affording to do shows like this, you can support me over on Patreon. For $2 a month, you get access to everything I post, like works in progress of upcoming videos and such of the like. I'm working on a Jax animatic right now, so I've been posting previews for that. And there's a future video we got coming down the pipeline that's up there too. $5 a month gets you access to the Prism tier, where we are posting updates on the gameplay and like how working on that gameplay is coming out. And for $10 a month, you get your name at the end of my videos, just like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!